Hello guys, this is Mira, as you must already know, and it's like our first episode where I'm gonna talk about how I got accepted into ArtCenter for 2026 into illustration track. And I'm just gonna talk about my ups and downs during this journey, because this journey was kind of rough for me because I was like international student there. I'm just gonna share my experience, my portfolio, which you must be curious about, and also what I had to do, to get my dream come true. So yeah, let's begin. First of all, let me tell you like where did my journey start with ArtCenter. It was like back in way before, because as you must know, I was working as a graphic designer for 5 years, right? So at that time I was also listening to Cristo, which you must know because he's a legend. He was saying that he graduated from this ArtCenter and he had very great things to say about this. So yeah, that was like my first time ever coming across with ArtCenter. And then fast forward in 2024, when I graduated from my bachelor's, I was like, okay, I maybe should try my shot there, like see what happened. I was like already kinda having some kind of crisis whether I should continue with my academic studies, with masters, or should I like wait, try different things, figure out whether I want this or that in life. Try not to rush, because when you rush things, in most cases you're gonna regret it, okay? And when I look it up, there was this lot of steps, and since I was like international student, I had to first of all take this English proficiency test, which I had the options out of 3, IELTS, TOEFL, or Duolingo test. And if you live in Georgia, you know that you have to like schedule your tests way before, like 2 months, 3 months before, and it's kind of expensive, okay? It was not that expensive like 2-3 years ago. It was like, I don't know, 200 gel or something. Now it's freaking almost 1k. Like what? For the test. People, for the test. This is ridiculous. So I searched up the third option, which was like Duolingo. I know Duolingo. Everyone knows Duolingo, right? Because you are like have this app in your phone and you're like, okay, I'm gonna try to learn this language X, Y, and Z, French, Italy, or whatever, and then you are like never going back there after a few days in. So yeah, I knew what Duolingo was, but I didn't really know what kind of environment should I take the test in. And it turned out it's very much more easier to take this test as a test level, I'm saying. But what is really hard, and was hard in my case, was to like prepare my space for this test. You have to like move everything from your desk if you have a monitor like me, or any other cutesy beauty stuff that you might like to have on the table, which was really pain in the neck, to be honest. Remove all of this, and you have to scan the room. It's necessary, so they will know you will not cheat on the test. And then also you have to scan your face, your ID number. Also there's other like crazy steps you have to take, and you also should not really look away from the camera when you are taking a test for this whole time. And at the end of the test, I was like, okay, I'm giving up. I'm like dying. Like, can I just, rest my eyes? I could not. And then, moving on, the second step was to like send your transcript, official transcript from your university. And the third step is like to write 2 essays based on what kind of major you are applying for. For me, illustration track was that I had to write 1 short essay and 1 long essay, which is like essay 1. The name of the essay, and where you kind of explain what was your journey, what was your motivation to apply to ArtCenter, why ArtCenter, why it might help you to achieve your goals. So it's kind of personal statement, but more in a casual way, but not too casual, okay? When you try to write this essay, especially the long one, my advice would be that you have to go for somewhere in the middle, not way too casual because you might sound disrespectful to the reviewer, and also it should not be way too rigid because it's arts university, okay? They should like feel your emotions, your rawness, so it should be somewhere in the middle. Moving on, the fourth step is like application form that you must fill in when you are applying to the ArtCenter, especially if you're an international student, because in that form you're like clarifying which country citizen you are, all this family information that they might need for your student visa. So keep that in mind that you will fill all of these steps very clearly. If you have some kind of technical problem, don't be shy, just reach out to them. It's really better to solve the problem with admission team than to like be, oh okay, it's not really that important, because it will become important if you get accepted. And as everyone waited for this step, is sixth step, which is like portfolio. For portfolio, it depends what kind of track you're applying to. For me, since I was applying for illustration track, I had to like send 8 to 12 figure drawings, 8 to 10 imaginative pieces, and 5 to 6 pages of sketchbooks. So let's get into it. Keep that in mind that the order might not be the right, because I sent first of all my imaginative pieces, then there was sketchbook pieces, and then there was this one, because this one was like more or less polished for me, and if they saw these art pieces at the very first place, I think they would be like, is this person right for us? Because it was not 100% showing my skill set, okay? And when you are sending your portfolio, no matter where it is, you must really keep in mind that you have picked 1 or 2 strong pieces that you think, okay, this art piece shows my skill sets like 100%, or maybe 90-100% is okay. Let's start with, you must have 8 to 12 figure drawings, which is like you have to draw live model figures, and it doesn't really matter if it's like very well polished, or if it's like some gestural studies that you might have done for like 20 seconds or 1 minute. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that they will see whether you know all these basics and fundamentals it is really necessary to know for anatomy. If you like include all these not so perfect sketches, it's okay. To be honest, it's really better to like include all these not so perfect sketches, because they will see your thinking process more clearly, and your chance of getting accepted will rise. That was the case for me. First one, I had like second thoughts whether I should go for digital drawings, which I am really comfortable working in, or should I like include more traditional pieces, because there was like some kind of advices. They said that you can't really have digital drawings. It's better for your application if you have lots of mediums, for an artist to have much higher chance to be accepted. And from my experience, this was not the case, because my portfolio was like 90% done in digital, and then for the 10%, which is like model figures sketches, like gestural sketches and other stuff, I did it in paper with red pencil. So for my case, it really matters what level your skill set is in, not much of what kind of medium you're working on. So yeah, if you're like thinking, okay, I think I'm more comfortable with working in digital, then so go for it. Go for it, babe. Go for it. I'm the living example that even if it's gonna be 100% digital portfolio, if you are good, you will get accepted. I did this sketch for like 20 minutes as a study when I was in university 1 year ago. So you can include all the sketches also if you think that this will make you look good. For gestural pieces, 1 minute long, I sent 2 pages. For gesture anatomy, I did 4 pages. And then gesture 20-second studies, I also sent 2 pages. When I was saying it, I was debating whether I will like make my portfolio 100% digital or not. That was the case when I decided to like go with the pencil and paper with this gesture, because it is very loose, very free. And as for the finished pieces, I did that in digital. And that was my figure drawing live model section. In total, I sent, I guess, 10 pieces. Moving on. For imaginative pieces, I was 100% sure these pieces, all of them, would like represent me 100%, at least in a skill set wise, okay, in colors also. So I sent 12 pieces of imaginatives. I'm just gonna read because I would not mess up the cue. So we have About You, which you might also saw on my website. Then we have Chelsea Pierce. And with this one, I'm just gonna add that some of them pieces from my imaginative sections were like commissions. But since I have the freedom in my creative vision, I was able to add that pieces to the portfolio. So when you're like debating whether to add commission stuff or not, which you might like very much, my advice would be that if that commission is like 90% maybe, or 80% or 100% even better, your vision, and you did not really have any other people or art director who like direct you for like 90% or whatever, then yeah, feel free to include that commissions in your portfolio also, because I did it and it was not really an issue. They want to see is your vision, how you see the world around you. So feel free to add any commissions because it is part of your journey. And that's what I did with Chelsea Pierce, which I did for Curved. The third piece was like I did for Lea Pinto's challenge, which was like, if I remember correctly, for August. And it's called Countryside, which I'm really proud of because I don't really paint any countryside. And I wanted to challenge myself, and I kind of feel proud of how I did that. So yeah, I include that also. Then we have Golden Hour, which I also did for Micha's class. And then we have Delmonico, which I did for the April Plein Air 2025 challenge. Then there was like another commission that I did for this Velvet journal, and there was like that I included I think 2 pieces from that commission. But for the commission I did 5 pieces, like it was a series that I had to like make, and I included like 2 of them. And then moving on, we have like personal project, which I did for me. It was a leap of faith. That's why it's called these art pieces. And I created this when I had kind of tough time with life, and I just wanted to break free, to be less anxious, I guess, because I was really anxious at the time. And then we have Midnight Ramen, which is also commissioned for the Japanese local ramen shop. Then we have one of my favorite pieces, Right People Wrong Time, as you must know from my Instagram, that I kind of mention it very frequently because it gave me so much recognition and also so much, I don't know, love from other people. So yeah, I really love this piece. And then we have the Reader, which I also did for Airplane Reel challenge. And then we have another commissions for the Indian artists for their album cover that I did, like Times Square in spring and also in very cinematic, very melancholic atmosphere. And that was it. That was my imaginative section, and I'm kind of proud of that. Then we have like Sketchbook Pages. As I said it, my portfolio is like 90% digital, okay, and even sketchbooks were like digital because I'm doing studies every day, and it's called dailies, and it varies from 30 minutes to 1 hour, 1.5 hours every day. It really depends what kind of mood I am generally. So I decided to collect all these studies that I have done throughout these few months. All of this 6 page is made in digital. I just gave them some kind of polishing to, you know, make them look like a sketchbook pages. So if you are thinking that, oh, you know, my sketchbook looks so messy, I don't want to, like, you know, send that to these official universities or maybe in a job, then you must know that you are free to, like, if you are more confident in your digital skills, then you should, like, pick digital studies you have done, and you can just make them cohesive into one page so that they look like sketchbook pages. Also, you can, like, add some kind of text messages here and there, so it will look more cohesive, right? I also did that. So yeah, that was like my portfolio section, like art pieces. And for the last part, we have these very specific requirements. For the illustration track, it was not really necessary to, like, send it, but since I was, like, going for all the way up to, like, achieve my dream that I wanted to achieve, I, like, recorded myself on the last day when I was sending the application form already. And it was like video essay where you basically talk about one of your portfolio pieces, like what was your motivation, like, doing that pieces, why have you decided to go to that specific art direction that you went, and also maybe you should talk about some kind of composition choices. Maybe you can also show some sketches, which I did. And the requirement for this video essay was, like, to be very natural how you speak. You don't really need all this script. You don't really need a script because in the requirements it was like you should not, like, read from the script or like write an essay and learn it by heart and then tell to the camera, because it sounds very robotic. Okay, no one wants to listen to that, especially the reviewer who had like 1,000 applicants before you and thousands more to go. A threshold for this video was like 2 minutes, and I rambled and mumbled for 7 freaking minutes, people. I, like, revised all this video. I didn't really want to cut it, you know. If you cut it, then it feels like you're kind of polishing yourself way too much, and you wanted to, with this video essay, you want to show how you sound. The second of all, what kind of person you are, what's your, like, personality. So try to be more natural. I guess I talked about everything I want to tell you. Just my final advice for you would be that don't try to be someone you are not. Don't try to, you know, present yourself in a way that might be very, like, out of touch with your real personality. Also, don't be nervous if things might not work out for you, because in my 23 years of life, I have learned is that every kind of rejection is a redirection. Okay, is a way for you to, like, really analyze your choices, really take a great look what you really want in life, and generally reflect on that. Okay, reflect on your life choices, and something might not work out, might not be the case that you are not enough. Sometimes it just means that whatever you're trying to achieve might not be the greatest path that you might take to achieve the best version of yourself. Sometimes life really has its way to surprise us. Even like 1 year ago, I was totally different person. I had different kind of values. I also like different things in life, and I also pictured my future very differently. I hadn't really thought that I would achieve all of this in one specific year. I was thinking that I will need like 10 more years or whatever. Okay, and sometimes we are downplaying ourselves. Sometimes, yeah, you need more work to achieve your goal. Sometimes the goal is not right for you. It depends, but I think from every rejection, from every fallout, there is some certain lesson that you might learn if you are more open-minded, more open-hearted. That was like my story, how I bet on myself, the art of betting on yourself. It's like a stuff no one really talks about. It should be talked about, okay? It's really important for you to live for yourself, to bet on yourself, to take a leap, to, I don't know, believe in yourself when no one does. And it's okay if other people will might see you as a cringe. It's okay, but what it's not okay is to, you know, give those people power to, I don't know, make you feel like a small, make you feel like those people who achieve their goals are like different kind of breeds and you are like not one of them. No, everyone has this kind of spark that they are born with. Every children will like tell you that, okay? So take a look at your own inner child and be very honest at what you want in life. So thank you for joining me through this fantastic episode, and I hope you will, you know, try to be more brave, go fully for what you want to achieve in this freaking life, because we only have one specific life. That's what I believe, and you should live as fulfilled as you wish for, okay? So yeah, I hope things will work out for you, and bye.
1, 2, 3, let's switch this up.